That was last year's awards. This year, of course, everything is different, including the EE BAFTA Film Awards. But that means we're even more keen to celebrate film talent, and to share our predictions for the big night. Now, normally I would be in the back of an Audi, but because this is 2021, we're doing things virtually. I am, however, joined by a very special guest, Amanda Berry, OBE, CEO of BAFTA and authority on all things film, television and screen. It's been a unique year in all sorts of ways, Amanda. There's no getting around that. I mean, are we looking at a different kind of BAFTAs this year?
We are, both different and incredibly exciting, because this year the EE British Academy Film Awards is not one programme, it's actually two. Given the past year, we wanted to recognise not only the very best in film, but take the time to celebrate filmmaking in more depth and explore each and every category in full.
Now, Amanda, I'm not going to ask you to single out your own favourites from the nominees, but has this been a good year for film?
I think it's been an extraordinary year for film, and I think that's shown in our nominations. 50 films nominated, ranging from independent films to studio films, and covering so many genres. It's also been a really strong year for British film.
Does it feel like British film is in safe hands?
I think the talent in this country is truly immense. So I think our future is in very safe hands.
It's going to be a special night. Thank you, Amanda. Now, my next guest is Vanessa Kirby, one of the nominees in the leading actress category. So let's start with Best Film. Now, Nomadland is very much the front runner, but I'm wondering what you thought of all the nominees.
I am a fan of Nomadland. I love what they did with it. It was sort of spiritual, I think, that film. It just was, I really felt so inside of her experience. And I love Frances McDormand. I think she's just one of the most incredible actors out there of all time. And I also loved the father. I just thought Anthony Hopkins was so incredible. And I really felt like I was feeling what he was feeling rather than watching him go through it. I was on the inside of his experience, and all my favorite films do that.
Pieces of a Woman is an extraordinary film. It's powerful and it's very hard-hitting. I can't help wondering how you felt about that character and how you got ready to play that role.
The film was always truly mostly about the women that I had spent time with and all the filmmakers I'd spent time with who had lost babies and lost children at different stages of either pregnancy or after birth. It was emotionally hard, but only in the sense that I was just trying to represent their experience and to make sure I did justice to them, because so rarely have they been represented, especially on screen.
Now, Vanessa, you're one of the nominees for leading actress yourself, so I'm not going to ask you to pick your favourite among the nominees. But when I look at the category, there's this fascinating mix, you included, of established talent and new talent. Does it feel like a particularly exciting mix to be part of this year?
Just because you're new and you haven't done it as many years doesn't mean that your performances are any less powerful or important. And I feel honoured to be included in that list of incredible women. And I've been blown away by all their performances.
Now, for leading actor, you've got Adarsh Gaurav, a breakthrough star in The White Tiger, up against the great Anthony Hopkins for The Father, and of course, the late, great Chadwick Boseman too. What do you make of that category?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I guess the word fascinating is sort of almost about the fact that true performances are being rewarded and recognised, rather than, what place you are in the industry. And I think that's so important, because art and creativity, it's often you can't compare, but you can like truly champion the ones that have really moved or, have a real kind of like visceral muscularity to them.
How do we feel about Best Supporting Actress? Maria Bakalova is the favourite, having pretty much upstaged Sacha Baron Cohen as Borat. But how do you feel about the nominees?
It's so fun hearing Maria talk about it, because she's obviously just so blown away and never expected it. It must be so exciting to be recognised in that way when you deserve it. I think it's really cool.
Now, Daniel Kahlua is a lot of people's choice for Best Supporting Actor. Full disclosure, I'm a huge fan too. But what do you make of this category?
I love Daniel too. He's blinding in that film, isn't he? He's he's got such a potent energy.
Best Director feels so fresh this year, doesn't it? You've got 4 women directors among 6 nominees. Chloe Zhao is the favourite from Nomadland, but what do you make of the Best Director competition?
It feels like there's space opening up for women to do the work that they've always been capable of. I really think it's essential that we all continue to carry on this movement of opening up the space for any voice to come through for their story to be told.
Let me ask you about Best British Film. I mean, this year, more than most, actually, it feels like a list which is made of films that have connected with people.
Totally, like Rocks and like Limbo, right? And St. Maud as well. I think Rose Glass is just phenomenal. I loved what she did with that film. I think there's bolder things that are coming out of this time and braver, and really, I think the actively seeking out stories that have been silenced or voiceless, essentially.
Thank you to Amanda and to Vanessa. So there we are, a thrilling year for film in an unprecedented time. We don't have long to wait now for the 2021 awards, and we're wishing everybody the very best of luck. It's all happening this weekend, and when we can, I'll see you in the cinemas.